Hi there, I am Becky Amble, and I want to show you a little trick on Claude. And as I have mentioned in the past, if you've seen the other videos, Claude can do a lot of really cool things for you. It's got a lot of capabilities, and you can have it make handouts, you can have it design tables, graphs, bar charts, different things. And I am working on my idea here for my mind map toolkit. And I wanted to show you just a couple things on that. So let's go to my sharing. And I'm going to show you again just quickly. I think it'll show up here. To remind you, this is what, if you sign in on Claude, Claude, if you sign in, this is what it's going to look like. And then it asks you what you want to do. And I already did something. I had talked with Claude back and forth, typed in a lot of things, and gotten some ideas. And so in my book, I talk about the 7 dimensions of wellness. That's kind of the platform for my Design Your Destiny book. And I went to chat or to Claude and asked some questions and ideas about what else I could put together and came up with the toolkit. And then had it do some, I thought, okay, well, let's put these into mind maps. Anyway, I want to show you the first one here. And I said, design a mind map for this. Let's use my 7 dimensions of wellness, which are, because when Claude was doing some things, it came up with an idea that wasn't my exact 7. So I had to make sure I had the exact ones to match my book, of course. Anyway, over here on the right, after I hit the go on the prompt, it created this image. I think you can probably see it. And I thought, okay, there they are. And I had also given it directions previously to use certain colors to mean certain things. And you can see here, gold is prosperity, purple is wisdom and peace, which of course we would consider spiritual, which is the highest resonance color. So that all made sense. That's what I normally use anyway. And green, vitality and growth. Anyway, you can see over here the descriptions of what the color coding means. So that was one thing that I wanted to do, is have color coding just to show, because you can do this in black, you can do it in blue, you can do it one color, whatever color, pick a color and just do that, or make it a little bit more creative. And again, I prefer to draw these by hand. This is just for illustration purposes in the book. Well, again, back to this. I said, well, gosh, that looks kind of crappy. And then I thought, all right, I'm going to go on. So I don't know exactly where this template ended up in my directions here. So I'm going to just go down and show you another one. And you can see the prompt here in a little bit darker color. And I said, now make a mind map for this next template, goal achievement, and put equal space between the branches as much as possible. Because you can see the one on the right, I thought, oh God, that looks really kind of stupid. Well, it didn't turn out, let's just say, the way I wanted it to. So I am going to pull up what I actually did use, and give me a minute here to get that document open. All right, we want the 7 dimensions. It'll wake up in a moment here. Hold on, it's coming, it's coming. There we go, and this is going to show up in my paint file. All right, there it is. And in my mind, having these equally spaced was a lot more interesting. In fact, I have to go back and show you this, because this, if you're a nerd at all, you're going to love this. All right, let's see if I can get this to do it. I'm going to redo this one. Let's see if we can go over here and go down to the very bottom. And I'm going to say something like, please do this. Okay, so there it is. And I'm going to hit go. And hopefully you will see it starts putting the computer code up on the right. Let's see if it'll do it. Maybe you can, okay, here it goes. So now it's doing all the calculation. How cool is that? If you're at all nerdly or whatever, you will just love seeing it go through the thought process of creating the prompt to create the image. I think it's really fascinating. And I believe this is all in Markdown. That's the technical term for this style of prompt. Anyway, look at that. So there it is, telling Claude, here's the code to do that image. And there you can see the image, right? Is that pretty neat? And again, you can do whatever you want. My mode of operation is generally to go use my snipping tool and go get a new snip, do that, take that, and then I would save it somewhere, but right now I'm just going to do a copy. And then we will go get a new page in my Word document. So if I'm putting together this manual, I have numbers of pages to work with, right? I'm putting it in a Word doc and I'm going to show you. So then typically, again, set your margins. And then I just paste it in and then I look at it and I go, okay, I'm going to shrink the page down so I can see the whole page. And then I go, all right, let me just stretch that out a little bit and make sure I don't go into the wrong margins. And voila, we have that. Then what I also did, of course, because I wanted something more on this, I would go to my insert button up here on the top because I'm in Microsoft Word, and I would go insert, and then I would pick a text box. And once that shows up, I usually do the draw text box, and then I would draw it. And here I would say goal achievement, mind map template. All right, so there we go. And now we have a title for it. We'll fix that typo. And I would make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go in and increase the size of that font. And there you go. That page is ready and ready to roll. And I wanted to put this all in a Word document because I had several things in a PDF and trying to combine PDFs into one document, separate pages of PDFs. Like let's say I had 5 pages of each separate PDF, 5 different PDFs, combining them. That's a little bit tricky unless you have a converter, and I don't have a converter, haven't invested in that, or having Adobe that is the owner of PDF land. And so I copy and paste and put these in a Word document, and then I have all the pages all together. It's now one document, and I can put page numbers on and that kind of thing. So there you have it. See what you think. And remember, Claude can be your friend and do some really fun things that you might not have thought of as far as how to visually represent things. And you can see when I started out, I asked it what it could do. And those other documents I shared the other time, it came up with something. So you can ask it for a creative way to present your information. You can ask it to put in some icons or some symbols or whatever. It's really up to you. And in particular on this, when I'm doing a mind map, map is pretty well specified. So that's why they created mind maps for me. See what you think. Have fun.